You are up.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our backstage look into Team Dream Builders Fit and Fit Forces. We are like this awesome combo of different teams that have come together with top coaches from this organization to share with you what coaching is all about, and mainly to kind of give you our stories and our backgrounds, because in the beginning, like, I wanted the nitty gritty details about coaching, but really I wanted to just find out who were the types of people in this business and could this work for me. And so it really helped to see that, yes, like this was a tribe of other women who were just like me. They were crazy. They wanted to get up early, work out, and then somehow like help other people learn how to work out and be their healthiest selves. So welcome. We hope to give you just a little glimpse into who we are as coaches, as teams, and help you decide if coaching is the right fit for you. So we're going to give you a little bit of, backstory into each of us, who we are, and we'll just split up a little bit of our time today, and then we're going to open it up for questions too, so that you can ask us anything you've been wanting to find out about coaching. My name is Whitney Barr. I am newly married, a new baby, and when I first found coaching, I was working full-time in corporate America as a, corporate finance, like hustle grind, kind of that life that I had always pictured outside of college. Like that was the dream, was grow up and go right into this phenomenal job, move your way to the top. Well, 2 years in, I was like, this is not fulfilling to me. This is miserable. I worked in a building where the windows didn't even open, right? So you just saw the day and the world go by, in front of your very eyes. And you were funding this life, was making a great paycheck, funding this life you couldn't go live. So I thought, what else is there out there for me? And like I said, I was training for Ironman at the time. I thought, how can I help people with fitness? And my friend looked like she was doing it at the time, so I just picked her brain, and she sent me a webinar just like this one that you're listening to right now, about this couple who had started a coaching business with Beachbody, and they made it work. And I got so much hope from that, because I thought, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. And from there, 7 years ago, I started my coaching business. 1 year in, I left corporate America because I wanted to go all in with Beachbody. And I did. It's been the best decision of my life, because now I get to raise my little son, who's 2 months old, and I get to be home with him and work from home. I never wanted to be like I shouldn't say just a stay-at-home mom, because stay-at-home moms are freaking amazing. I do that now too. But I didn't want to not have work one day in my life. I love work. And so this was that perfect balance of being an awesome stay-at-home mom, but then also being able to have a passion and a business that I loved, that also gave me adult time and girl time, because it's fabulous having a little baby, but I talk baby talk all day until I can jump on calls with my girls, and then I can talk real human talk. So my dream goal, and what we're working towards, my husband and I, with this Beachbody income, is to open our own dog rescue here in San Luis Obispo on property. So we've just started looking at properties, at homes that will allow for that. So together we've fostered 44 and rehomed 44 dogs. And so our goal is hit the thousands. So that is what the Beachbody income will fund, basically, one day, is our rescue. So whether you want to get in this as a fun part-time side income so that you can just have a little play money yourself, or you dream of giving back more, or you dream of opening your own nonprofit, Beachbody can fill that need for you as kind of that income portion, which we'll talk more about in a little bit. So welcome, you guys, and my name is Whitney. I'll pass it off to, who's next?
Hi.
Sarah. I'm going to pass it off to Sarah.
All right. Hello, you guys. My name is Sarah Powell. I came at this from a different angle that Whitney did. I did not come in this expecting to build a business. A little backstory about me. Whitney and I have actually been best friends for 27 years now. She invited me to coaching about 6 years ago, and I thought she was off her freaking rocker. I was like, your parents are going to kill you. Like, you're ruining your life. Why are you doing this? I was like chugging my haterade big time. And every 6 months thereafter that, she's like, hey, are you ready to join me in coaching? Are you ready to do one of these boot camps? And she's like, I really think you would be incredible at this. And I'm like, Whitney, like, no, never gonna happen. I'm in horrible shape. Like, I'm a mom of three. And so I came at this a little bit differently, never expecting to grow it, never expecting to be able to stay at home with my kids and have a way to contribute to our family as well. So I am so blessed and so thankful that I finally just dove headfirst in it. I am so thankful that Whitney literally never gave up on me. But that's how I came into coaching. Like I said, I am a mom of three. I have a son who is 5. I have a daughter who's 3 and a daughter who's 2. I am a law enforcement wife. My husband's out at work right now, so prayers to him. I live in Texas now. I'm actually originally from Northern California. I moved out to Texas about 7 years ago. So I like literally had no one around me to help me build a business like in person or anything. And so I was like, I really need to look online for this. And so I've built my community online, and it's been absolutely incredible. And starting online, it was really powerful how it happened, where I kind of created this local community here because social media is made to be social. So thankful for that. I never came into this as like, I want to just like get super rich. I want to blah, 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 blah. Like, I came into this as a mom who was looking to lose weight. I came into this as like, this is just going to be something that's more convenient for me, being able to work out at home, being able to be around for my kids, not have to go to the childcare at the gym and stuff. And then I just found this passion for helping others. And that was what drove me to start opening up my coaching business, where I was like, I could help so many moms with this. I could help so many other women like this. So of course the money is nice. Like, I love being able to contribute and everything, but if that's the reason that you're coming into coaching, it's probably not the best avenue for you, because you really just have that passion to help other people and that really just heart to just want to make a difference in everyone else's life. So that's a little bit of backstory about me. I'm going to pass it off onto my friend Allison, who is in a different time zone than Whitney and I. Like, Whitney's Pacific, I'm Central, Allison's Mountain. Like, it's so cool how this whole community is like everywhere. So I will go ahead and mute myself, and Allison can go ahead.
Okay, thanks. I was hoping to sneak away from my kids, but turns out not the case. So I apologize for the noise. But that's what this is all about. You know, we can do this amongst our kids, amongst our families, amongst other things. But a little bit about myself. So I was a stay-at-home mom for a couple years, and same thing, kind of lost myself. I'd always worked full-time, and I feel like I needed something else. So I actually went into a different business first, and I always knew I wanted to help people. So this business kind of got me towards that, except for it was thousands of dollars of an investment, which I know that's just what I thought you had to do when you started a business, right? You have tons of inventory. You have to figure out how to do all these things. You're pretty much on your own. And I have no background in business at all. I was a biology major growing up. I wanted to be like a veterinarian, and then I worked in medical labs after college. Nothing had to do with business. Okay, good job. But I knew I wanted to help people. So I started with that avenue. And then I started watching this girl, Whitney, on social media. Again, I had never met her in person. Like, we are far away from each other. I am in Wyoming. And I started seeing how she was using fitness to earn an income from home. So I actually did come into this for the business aspect of it. I saw her paying off debt. I saw her doing things that I was like, oh, I could see myself doing that. I've always loved to work out. Like, I didn't have a huge transformation to come into when joining this. But what I didn't know is how much of a mental transformation I was going to have. I never knew I needed personal development in a community like this as much as I have found in this past year. And I have found how much I do get to help people and how rewarding that is. So all of those things I didn't know when I jumped in. I was kind of one of those spur of the moment. I didn't even tell my husband I did it. he found out a few days later because he rolled his eyes like, oh, you're doing something else? I'm like, yeah, but guess what? This is what it is. Here's the potential in it. This is what I see myself being passionate about and showing up every day for. And I got to go in as much as it was to just become a customer. And that to me was freaking amazing after investing thousands of dollars in a different business. But I always knew I wanted to help people. And that's what I found, is I found this avenue to be able to help people grow myself, be on my best journey, learn how to become a better mom, a better friend, a better family member, and then be a better like influencer for people in general, whether they join us or not. And that has been super rewarding for me. Again, as a stay-at-home mom, you kind of think like, okay, I don't have time for one more thing. But the beauty that I have found is that we literally have step-by-step how-tos. Like my last business did not give me that. It's kind of like, here's all your stuff, good luck. And I was lost. That was very stressful for me. So now they have simple systems that I'm like, okay, if I just follow ABCD, I can be successful. Boom, I'm in. So I have found that super helpful. And yeah, I think that's kind of my story. But I don't know, meeting these girls this last year when we go on trips, that was probably the coolest experience. You see all these people on videos, and then you get to meet each other at a cool location, and you are instantly bonded. Oh my gosh, child. I apologize. But yeah, no, it's very possible. And you know what? It's been a true joy. I think that's my story.
All right, let's pass it off to Miss Casey. And I just have to preface with this because Casey is a brand new coach, you guys. And I wish I had heard a brand new coach story when I first was getting into this, because I want to know what was possible in my first month. Like, tell me what I need to do. Tell me what I need to do in my second month. What is possible? And this girl will show you what's possible. So go for it, Case.
All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name's Casey Snyder, and I'm in California, so I'm on Whitney's time zone too. So we're a little early out here, but I started my coaching journey. Actually, I started my journey with Beachbody following Sarah. I was on my daughter's social media because, let me preface my story, I had zero social media, no Instagram, no Facebook, nothing. But I was being diligent and trying to make sure I was monitoring my daughter's social media and making sure that nothing was going on there. And in turn, I had started following Sarah's journey. And man, that just spoke to me. I was watching and watching and watching. And then finally, I had just turned 40 last year, and both of my kids are teenagers, so they're not as dependent on me as they used to be, which is a blessing. But at the same time, when you pour your heart and soul into your kids, and then they don't necessarily need you, you're kind of left going, all right. So I was thinking and praying that I needed something to get into that would be twofold for me. The twofold part would be give me a purpose, give me something that I could get into, give me something that I could feel like I was being part of a community, because all of us moms out there, or even maybe not moms, we tend to search and need a community of women to have our back, a tribe. And so it was twofold. So I was able to start a journey with that. And then on top of that, I was able to kind of get my booty in gear, because at 40, something happens like that. And your energy starts going from here to here, super fast. And then you're just what the heck just happened? So I was really searching for a couple of different things, and I had no idea what this opportunity would bring me, because when Sarah said, hey, I'm just going to sign you up, and what do you think about a coach? I was like, oh, heck no. You're kidding me. I just told you that I'm no social media. My kid, I'm a mess, and you want me to do what? So I was like, okay, I'll just start this journey and we'll just see where it takes me. And then November, I started, and I showed up every day for my first 21-day fit, and it was amazing. And like Allison said, I, on the other hand, was not prepared for the mental transformation that it was going to take me on. And boy, oh boy, truth be told, I have worked from the inside out with some ish, and it's amazing what it makes you go through as you start to put yourself first and show up every day and fill your cup with energize, but then fill yourself back up with something that you can give back to your family. And so November, I didn't think about anything about coaching. And then it just started hitting me. And I was like, by December, I'm like, this is awesome. And I need to start talking to people. And people started noticing a difference in me, which was, I think, the biggest celebration I could think of, because, you know, I'm like a little bit of a doubter. But then when people were like, man, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? You're like a little bit more happy. And you're like, you know, you got a little more energy. And then it started to kind of like, hey, I'm going to start talking about this more and more and more. And then I started getting on social media, and that was fun at the beginning because no clue what I was doing. And I look back at some of my stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to look back in like a couple of years and my kids are going to be like, what were you doing? Because I do. I have a junior in high school and I have an 8th grader. My son's a junior and my daughter's in 8th grade. So they're in the prime of like mortified of everything that I do. So now I'm at the point to where I make that part of my like journey every day is how can I mortify my kids? It may not always be on my stories because sometimes it's like too crazy. But overall, this Beachbody, the women on here, the network of friendships that I've had based on this journey have been more true than some of the friendships and relationships that I've had even close around here. And I needed that. And God knew I needed that. And this has just been an epic, epic transformation. I'm 3 months into my coaching process. I've made Emerald. I'm about to hit Success Club again this month, I think. I'm still figuring this all out, but you know what? I'm loving the ride so far. And with these ladies and the process that they've laid out for me, there's like nothing that I can do with this because they've already gone before me and they've hammered it out, and I just need to trust the process. And as long as I do that, hey, Energize for the win and Beachbody for the win. So that's my story. And I hope that with this business, I can encourage more women who are in the same walk that I am, who our kids are independent, but they're kind of just saying, hey, what do I do? This is what you need to do right here. So that's my story.
Dude, killer. So good. I'm so freaking proud of you too. Okay, so let's just give you a quick rundown of the business stuff now. Beachbody. How the heck did this whole mission even get started, right? There was a man named Carl Deichler. He was he worked for an infomercial company at the time, and he had this vision of bringing like almost like extreme fitness into the home. And he had seen, plenty of workout videos in the home before, but he had a vision of something different. So he pitched it to his infomercial company at the time he was working with, and they were like, nah, no thanks. So he started his own with his partner, John Congdon. Together, they created what is now, it was called $1 Million Body at the time. Now it's renamed Beachbody. And they started with, this 8-minute ad program that did okay. They sold about 2 million copies of it. But then they were like, okay, we want to go bigger. Now that we've tested the water, we think this can work. They teamed up with a man named Tony Horton, who you might have heard of before. And they produced this program called P90X. And that is what, if you talk to anybody about Beachbody, they've probably heard of P90X or Insanity. Those are kind of our two big ones, and now 21 Day Fix. So when they produced P90X, they were starting to get these great success stories, these great testimonials. And they wanted to do a little sampling of the people who ordered it, right? How successful were they? So out of, say, a sample size of 10, they were realizing that 5 people who ordered it on the infomercial one night got the box, and then they never opened it. They never started the program. And they were like, okay, that's a little concerning. Very different. We'll have to explore that. And then out of 2 of the 10, they would start the program and then never finish it. And then 3 out of the 10 started the program, finished it, had incredible results, were telling their friends and family about it, helping their friends and family get amazing results. So they're like, all right, what are these 3 out of 10 doing that we can help these other 7 do as well? What's the magic sauce? And they figured out those 3 all had a buddy. They all had somebody holding them accountable, whether it was a spouse or someone they would, I think it was like a pager back in the day. They'd like page them in the morning. Hey, I'm doing my workout. Are you doing yours? Right? It wasn't texting and all that. So they had somebody like an accountability buddy. I thought, that is the magic to this. We have to create a buddy system. So that's how the coach opportunity was born. They had looked to other network marketing ideas. Both John and Carl had been approached by network marketing companies in their past about like, hey, jump in. And they just had icky feelings about it. And so they knew they wanted to do it differently. They said, if we're going to go this route, we need to make it a person helping person business, and a business where it doesn't matter when you start, you can be as successful as the very first coach who ever began with us. And that was their mission. And it was going to be, one person getting results, helping the next person get results. So that was the birth of our coaching kind of network. And that's what we're founded on today is when you start as a new coach, just like Casey, just like Sarah, we start you with a program so that you can have a testimonial with the workouts, with the nutritionals, with hitting your goals, going through either a physical or a mental transformation, so that then you have something to share and pass on and coach others through. The hardest part in this business is when people get in for the money and they're kind of salesy people. They don't really go through a program. They don't really do the nutritionals. And then they're like, hey, this isn't working for me, right? I can't sell this stuff. And you truly can't. You cannot sell this stuff. And that's the bottom line. You can't really just be a salesperson and make it in this business. You have to be proof that the products work, and you have to go on your own journey. So if you're up for changing your life, changing your mindset, changing your body from the inside out, then you're going to be successful in this business as long as you go and then share that and help walk people through it. And we teach you how to do that. So don't feel like, well, I don't know how to share. I don't even know people, right? Everybody says, I don't know anybody. That's okay. We can help you with that aspect. But that was the birth of Beachbody, and that's been our vision from day one, and that's what we stick to through today. So, all right. I'm going to pass it off to Sarah. She's going to talk a little bit about what we do as coaches.
Thank you very much, Whitney. Okay, so what do we do as coaches? If you're coming into this webinar and you're like, I see all these things about what the heck a health and fitness coach does and everything, like I totally get it. When I was very first starting to say no, it's because I really didn't like dive into really what the heck a coach does. So I want to kind of break that down for you. First of all, being a coach means that you are on your own journey. Whether you come into this with a huge physical transformation like I'm down almost 70 pounds since I very first started as a coach. Or you come into this and you're like, I don't really have like this huge physical transformation that I need, but I need a community transformation. I need a mindset transformation. Like I need something else. Like you need to be on your own journey, taking care of your own health and fitness, whatever that combination looks like for you. If it's just nutrition, if it's just fitness, if it's both, if it's like incorporating whatever you need to in there, it's being on your own journey. Second part about being a coach and what we do is we share that journey. So whichever avenue you decide to take that on, if you want to do it on social media, in person, like however you want to run it, whichever platform you want to run it on, we have trainings for you that we have already gone through because we all like to build in different areas. And we just teach you how to share your journey. And we don't say sell your journey. There's a huge difference between selling and there's a huge difference in sharing. So we just want you to share with others what's working for you, what you've changed in your life, how you're feeling with it, how your family is doing with it. So we just want you to share that in whichever avenue you want to. And then as a coach, we run accountability groups. That can sound really daunting, especially if you're like, I don't even know how to lead. Like I'm coming into this brand new and everything. Don't worry about it. We are literally always here with you the entire way. What we do is we bring you into our accountability group so you can kind of see how it's going. You are more than welcome to add into our accountability group if you want to and help your clients and your coaches and whoever you are helping through your journey in there. And then if you're feeling like you're ready to run, we can help you set up that accountability group. We can help you work through how to really get this thing going. So run the accountability groups. Beachbody does have a private app. If you don't have a Facebook or if you don't have a platform that you're really familiar with, they do have a private app that you can go in and use, and we can help you with that as well. And then the next thing that we do is invite others along. So it's never a matter of like, hey, I want you to come in. I want you to buy this. I want you to da-da-da-da. It's just like, hey, I'm on this journey and I really want you to come along this with me. Are you interested in doing this at all? If they are, great. If they're not, girl, you're still going to keep doing you. You're still going to stay on your own journey, but you really need to invite other people along so that they know that they can join you. Like you don't want to just go on, share your story, and then they're like, oh, that's really good for her. And then they're going to sit back and be like, oh, good for her. Like, she's doing so great. Like, you need to know that they can come in and that they can walk along this journey with you. So 4 prime things that we do as a coach: be on your own journey, share that journey, run accountability groups, and then invite others along the way. It's really just the basics. Again, you are never alone in this when you come into this. And then the vitals, I'll go over the vitals really quick. They are pretty much exactly what we do as a coach, but this is really how you're going to build your business, is be a proof that the product works. We are always a product of the product. Doing a workout program, drinking your shake, you're energized, following a nutrition program, anything like that, using the portion control containers, connecting, inviting, and following up. Connecting is huge with people. This is a people helping people sort of business. Inviting is huge, letting people know that they can come along with you. And follow up is huge. If Whitney hadn't have followed up with me 6 years ago for like the next 6 months, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Like, if Whitney hadn't followed up with Allison wouldn't be where she is right now. Neither would Casey. You have to follow up with people, because even if they're just following along their journey, maybe it's not their time to start right now. Just like with you, when you might have come into this and said no at first, it just wasn't your time right now. So following up is really big. Get people results. You're here to help people. You're here to bring them along your journey with them. So get them results. We have a ton of tools, a ton of resources, a ton of knowledge to help you get others results. And then as well, you can always lean into the group, lean into your tribe, lean into your team. If you're having trouble with how to help someone else, you can lean into us, and we're more than welcome to help you. And then last one that I kind of like poo-pooed about for a really long time is personal development. I never thought that it was important. And now I am, taking a step back, like swallowing my words, inserting foot in mouth. Do your personal development. There's a ton of different personal developments out there, and we can help you with it. But this journey is so much more than a physical transformation. It's also a mindset transformation as well. So do your personal development. And those are the 4 vital behaviors that Beachbody goes by. Realize how nothing in here is like get rich quick. Nothing in here is like sell as much as you freaking can. Like, it is all about people helping people. So how we train. I'm going to go ahead and let Whitney go over how we train. We are really excited. We have this incredible training system that we have for all of our new coaches coming in, so it's not such a daunting thing. So Whitney.
Absolutely. And I feel like it was so overwhelming when I first started, because there was all this info, and I kind of break it down and go, okay, it's like getting a master's degree, but you're given all the books and all the materials on day one, but you have a journey ahead of you. So don't feel like, oh my God, I got to learn all this in 2.5 seconds and I'm going to freaking fail if I don't know it, because it's not the case. So we've broken it down into real basic steps, and what we're going to start on March. Let me pull it up real quick on my calendar. The first week of March, we're going to open up, actually, we'll open it up this weekend, but we're going to have our new coach pod, which is a messenger pod where each day, kind of throughout the week, we'll give you just a different small task that you can check off your list of, okay, boom, learned that, did that, check. Boom, learned that, did that, check. So that we can just take you through the baby steps and the basics of getting a social media up and running, starting to talk to people in person, starting to make just like start your own journey, start your workouts, start your meal plan, just taking you through the little steps that are going to help you set the foundation to be really successful in this business. Step 2, once we kind of get you through the very basics, will be our New Coach University and mentorship. We do a call once a week with all of our new coaches, and we give you a training, everything from how to brand yourself and build out your social media. I didn't know how to do that at first. And so we walk you through every step of that and what you want. So the very last thing we want your social media to become is a billboard for Beachbody. Growth, right? You all know those coaches where, not even coaches, those people where they just got into a business and now every picture on their profile is like, hey, this is Sally Joe's skin on day 1 and day 50. And this is the wrap that she used. And this is, and it's like all product. So we want to see pretty much no product on your page. Beachbody has all the money in the world. They can do all their own advertising. We're going to brand you, because the one thing that's different when they get into this business, they can go buy a shake, right? It might not be as great as Shakeology, but they can go to Whole Foods and get a superfood smoothie. They can go on YouTube and get a free online workout and stream it at their home. What's different about Beachbody? They get a coach. So that's what we're going to bring in. That's what we're going to, you are the magic. You are the secret sauce in all of this, is your accountability, your support, your motivation. So we're going to teach you how to create that and that be your brand that we push out into the social media world, or just doing it in person and in your small community could work just as well if you're somebody who likes to work with people in person. So that'll run through with our new Coach University and mentorship, also showing you kind of the business side, how to grow the business, grow your team, how to strategically place so that you earn whatever your income goals are. And then from there, we, in that new coach mentorship, we have you hit your first rank as a coach, which is Emerald, which Casey talked about. She just hit. And from there, we're going to jump in from Emerald to then Diamond, and then Diamond and beyond. So we have mentorship and push groups to help you get from step 1 to step 2 to step 3, step 4, so that you're never feeling like Allison felt in her last business where, all right, I invested my thousands of dollars and I have all this inventory. Now what, right? Our goal was give you a step-by-step process that if you follow it, you can be successful in this business. So take the guesswork out, and that's what our training does for you. Scrolling down a little bit, how we get paid. Okay, 3 ways real quick, and we'll go more into this in the new coach mentorship, but you could obviously ask more too if you have more questions on the financial side. Commissions, straight off the top, anything you help somebody with, 25 to 40% commission. Part 2, team cycle bonuses. The longer you're in this business, this is the one that becomes your full-time income, because this is based on how many people you and your team help, which is why it's so important. If I can stress anything to you, that you start this business with a team of people who are working the business, who know the business, who rock the business. Don't just jump in willy-nilly, right, with Joe Schmo. You got to know that you are part of a team where you're going to be on a team where they help you build part of your business for you. That is like my biggest recommendation. So that's number 2 for team cycle bonuses. And then rank bonuses, like I talked about, we got you from Emerald, where Casey's at, to then Diamond, which is a pay raise. And then anything from Diamond, then to 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15-star. You start to get quarterly bonuses. And those are based on your team, and then you becoming a leader and teaching other people how to grow their teams as well. So 2-star bonus is right between $700 and $1,000 per quarter. 5-star bonus is between $3,000 to $5,000 per quarter. 10 stars about $10,000 per quarter, and then 15 stars about $15,000 to $20,000 per quarter. So you can see how there's pretty much no cap to your income potential in this business. There are so many coaches in this organization, in this team, that are hitting these rank bonuses. So we're excited to just kind of help you, no matter whether you want to earn an extra $50 a week, or you're like, nope, I want to earn an extra $500 a week or $1,000 a week. We'll help you get there, and we'll show you, kind of reverse engineer. Okay, here's what you need to do in order to crush those goals of yours. Perfect. What's next? Yeah. All right. So we feel like we've hit just kind of the basics for you. We've shared our stories. We wanted to open up for questions. And I know a lot of you sent in some questions too, because you weren't able to jump on the call, that we can help answer. But before we open that up, anybody on this call have questions before we start with the ones that were sent in? Cool. All right. Oh, let someone speak. Awesome. Okay. One question that was sent in, I'll read it out. I used to be in Mary Kay in college. I struggled to share with my family and friends because I didn't have a ton at first, but I'm very introverted till I get to know people. And I don't meet very many people as a stay-at-home parent and homeschool parent. That's my big concern. I struggled to talk to people I don't know. I only did well when I worked as a counselor and people came to me. I love this question. I think I should let probably one of you other coaches answer this. I'll just say my 2 cents first, but the top coaches in our organization, I would say about half of them are introverts. And that was the beauty of this business. That's why they were attracted to this business, because they could be at home, have their computer right there, talk to people through social media, through common ground that they connected with over a dog selfie that they took, right? And they didn't have to go out and be that super extroverted exercise instructor that got everybody and their mother to join them, and they talked to every friend and family in their, entire world about jumping in. It was like, I can build this from the quiet place of my own home, and I can start to talk to people who I've never met before, because that's the beauty of social media, is you can connect over something like a hashtag that is hashtag dog mom. And then you get to connect with other moms out there who also have, or who are dog moms, right? Sarah, I might leverage this to you too, or even Casey, because I know that you guys being stay-at-home moms too, you were like, okay, I don't have this huge network. Where do I start?
So with my huge network, I initially started in my warm market. So my friends and my family that I can invite, kind of like what Whitney did with me and her friends and family and everything. And then I started looking at my social group. So it's like, I am really active in my church. So I started inviting people from my church. And then I was like, I don't really go a lot of places with my kids and everything. So that was when I really drove in and I started looking online to do it. And that's how I found people closer in my community that now I've been able to connect with in person in my community. So
like that. What about you, Casey? I'm so curious. Like, you're helping so many women. Are they warm market? Are they people you're meeting online? Let me see if can you unmute yourself, or Sarah, unmute her?
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, this like resonates with me, because I had zero confidence in going out and like interacting with people as well. And I also homeschooled my kids for a little bit. So I would say that it was the scariest thing ever, trying to get onto social media and talk to people. But I have been actually getting more feedback from people that aren't in my warm market. It's been actually people just finding on different hashtags that have started following me. It's just been kind of crazy. But I've been getting more interaction with people who are following maybe the story that I have. And you, girl, whoever wrote in, you have a message. There's other homeschool moms out there that are feeling the exact same way that you are. And as soon as you tap into that, you're probably going to get a ton of support from some women that you never even knew were out there that needed to hear your message. And that's something that Sarah had told me, was there's always somebody out there that needs to hear your message. And it might not be who you think it is, but you just got to get yourself out there. And it does become easier the more and more that you do it. And the more silly that you are, it actually like makes you feel a little bit more comfortable the next time you put yourself out there. But everybody needs to hear something. So your message is a message that somebody needs to hear. So don't ever let that hold you back.
Amen, sister. I love it. Very good. Any other questions you guys got? Perfect. One that was sent to me was, do you have to have a big social media following? So we definitely, I think, hit on that. Sarah had none. Casey had none. I did not. I had Facebook. They didn't even have Instagram yet. So my Facebook was just friends and family and my college friends. So yeah, definitely don't worry about having a big social media following. We'll teach you how to become a social media influencer if that's the direction you want your business to go. One of my friends texted me this week, and she said, is it okay to build your business in person? Because she's not a social media person. And I really like this one, because that was how I started. I really liked the idea. I was more the extrovert type. I wanted to be out in the community. I wanted to run groups. I wanted to run workouts. So if you're someone I wasn't a personal trainer at the time, but if you are a personal trainer, or you are just somebody who likes to connect with other mom groups, I say go for it. I have had so much fun connecting with going to church and leading we call it Fit, Fit and Faith church group. And so we meet once a week and do a workout, and we dive into the word, and it's been really, really powerful. And then now becoming a mom, I get to go to parent participation, and I started a parent participation hiking group. So I say absolutely, if you're somebody that loves to talk with people in person and grow your community that way, my vision was to have at my kitchen table my entire team, where we could sit around the table and just talk about the next challenge group we were going to run and how we were going to help more people. So I say go for it. If you want to run it in person, I can absolutely help you with that. We've even done challenges here in town where it's local businesses, and I went in and coached the employees, because every business needs like an employee wellness program. So we pinned the businesses against each other. It was Honda versus Toyota. It was the car dealerships, and all their employees got to compete against each other in kind of a Biggest Loser style. They were drinking Shakeology. They were working out to Insanity, to P90X, to 21 Day Fix. And it was incredible to see the mental and physical transformations. We did a 90-day group with these businesses. So don't feel like it's all been done and you only can build on social media, and I don't want to run challenge groups online. You don't have to. This is your business. You get to do it exactly the way you want to do it. So cool. Did we hit them all? What do you guys feel? Yeah. Sarah, did you have anything else? Casey, Allison?
I'm good. You covered the question that I got, was building on social media.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for jumping in and listening in. We will shoot you out this recording too. If you didn't catch it, now you're watching it obviously recorded. But thank you for joining us, and feel free to message any of us. We're all very super open book, as you can tell, about this business, and willing to answer any of your questions to make sure this is the right fit for you. We are going to have a special kind of sign up for this month. Sarah, do you want to hit on that as we wrap up? Like what they get if they sign up for this month and jump into the team?
Oh, yeah. So, well, for February, for a limited time, they are going to be sending you kind of a little bonus gift in your package. But with enrollment, you get access to all the programs ever created by Beachbody. You get all of your coaching material. You get your back online office, access to all of our accountability groups, a 30-day supply of a Shakeology or the Energize Recover combo, both, whichever product series you want to use with that. And they're going to be throwing in, as long as it lasts, a 14-day supply of pumpkin spice Shakeology. That's just for February. And yeah, and then we can talk about whatever package is going to be best for you, and we get you set up with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're doing, just for kind of this weekend, this coming week, till the end of February, an extra $10 off your new coach pack if you get started with us for this mentorship, just as kind of a fun little side offer for you, just because we know that sometimes finances are tight, and that might be why you're looking at this business. So every little bit helps. Most of the new coach packs start right around $160. So you're not investing thousands of dollars. Don't worry. And you don't get anything where you have to store it in your garage. It's literally just product that you're going to use on your own journey. So it's all consumables by you. So with that extra $10 off, you're right around $150 to start your own business, which is epic. Then you get all that product as well that Sarah mentioned. So we can't wait to chat with you more about it, and can't wait to introduce you to the whole team. So we will talk to you guys very soon. Thank you for jumping in. Bye.